Oh, we're live.
And then I can be
We
like,
are live.
Oh,
I'm gonna quick click some stuff, and we ended up coming live anyway.
well, it
Like
happened.
30 seconds too early, but you know,
hey,
it's all good.
hey.
Here we are. Welcome everyone to tonight's episode of Oodvin. I am the DM. My name is Maxwell Williams. I am happy to be here, but I'm going to hand the mic over to Sam to start our introductions for this evening.
Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Sam Rinaldi, and I play Winnie Winslow, our beautiful, cute little traumatized Twilight cleric. Yay.
Okay, Connor.
Okay, I'll remember it next time for sure. Hi, I'm Connor McGinley. I play Lilibet Pembroke, the Monster Slayer Ranger.
Beautiful.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dane Brancato. I play our funny little energized bard, Zephyr Windstrider. And he's very happy that he has money for once.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, and a new face. Next up.
Hello, my name is Julia Risto, and I will be playing a new character. You can already read her name, so I won't be a spoiler if I say it, but her name is Octavia Lagazur.
Welcome, welcome. Next up.
Hello, my name is Aaron Borden, and I play the Simic hybrid blood hunter known as Februm Kask.
And last but certainly not least.
And I'm Drew Borden, and I play Mark of Making human artificer, armorer, Aldrich Burnask.
A mouthful, to say the least.
Woo!
I thought you were gonna say, and I play Markiplier.
And I play Markiplier.
I play Mark.
Yes. Smash.
Anyway, with that, let's get into tonight's episode of Oodvin. So, last time, our party debriefed and kind of, of course now I can't think of the word, debriefed and decompressed. There we go. Thank you. From their adventures in the sewers and their close encounters with the crazed cultists below. After letting a few things slip to Daisy, it was enforced that they talk to Professor Drax himself. Missing him in the evening, they ended up having to wait until the morning. In the meantime, Winnie had a very interesting dream that hasn't fully been revealed to the rest of the party yet, but woke up severely exhausted and with a strange pulsing from the insertion that happened during the cultists. After debriefing with Professor Drax and receiving a hefty payment for their efforts, the party finally reunited themselves with Axel, checking in on him before Winnie found out some very interesting information about her mark, and one that happens to be on Axel as well. And we pick up right there. You are in your dorm room, you have engaged security mode, and it is roughly 2-ish in the afternoon.
We found out you're opposites.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Axel.
oh yeah, what's up?
Do you happen to, by any chance, remember when exactly you got your blood drawn?
Oh, it happened like all the time.
When was the most recent?
Yesterday morning.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ow, my hand. I just hit my hand.
Yeah, Rutha kind of like drained my blood like every morning. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think maybe just a guess
Mhm.
that your blood is in me.
I mean, probably. It would very much seem that way.
Would that be a bad thing if they did that?
I mean, if she's
Or,
still alive at this point, it must be probably good.
But it hurts all the
Sorry,
time,
what?
and it
Well, you
and
see,
it's
everyone else that got injected with the blood just started like screaming, and then I think they like burst into flames.
Oh, good.
Did you do any of that?
Oh no, I was just present.
Well, I meant Winnie, but it's good to know that you didn't burst into flames either.
Maybe you weren't the right blood type.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you're really
So
concerned
no-
about it, you should talk to Daisy. She seems pretty nice.
Did Daisy happen to look at your blood at all?
I mean, she ran like a couple of little tests, but I told her I didn't want her to stab me with anything, so she didn't.
That's
Well, that's
fair.
already an improvement on the other person. So
Oh yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah.
moving up in the world, buddy.
I don't know if it's something we should bring up to the faculty just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you all think otherwise, but I don't know how that's gonna.
It's our very first group secret.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
boy.
Mm-hmm. So I have a question.
Hmm.
Why are the nights so long here?
What do you-
What?
Were
What do
they
you mean?
were they not when you before you got kidnapped, stolen, taken?
I mean, it's kind of
how long
fuzzy,
have you been
but
down
like,
there?
I remember the sky being at least a little bit blue.
How much blood did they take? Because
How... Max, do we know how long ago
I
this
don't-
happened?
I don't think
But
it's
not with Axel, but like how long ago the sun disappeared and everything.
It's never
Okay.
been funny.
I hate to tell you, buddy. I really do, but like, I don't think the sun is or the sky has ever been blue per se.
These.
I think they took a little
never
too
seen a
much
blue sky.
blood.
Interesting.
I mean, Februm, when he came around, like, did you have any? Like when you had him, did you have any blue skies
It's
or?
not- I've never seen a blue sky.
Wait, did you just say that Februm birthed this child?
Well, no, he was probably there. I mean,
No.
I mean, it's not uncommon for some species to hand off the child to the father, and then
not-
the father to actually do the birth.
that's not
What?
no.
Huh.
I'll never tell.
I thought maybe he was present. Jeez.
I'll never tell. I hear that. Axel, not that I don't believe you or anything, but do you happen to know when the sky stopped being blue, or was it blue when you were down in the sewers?
I mean, it was like blue, and then I remember this like weird like shadow. And that's about it.
Do you remember what like the calendar year was?
Nope.
That's fair. barely remember what the calendar
Maybe
day
it was
is.
a dream.
It could be. I have a lot of weird dreams.
Like what?
I mean, like, I had this, like, one dream that, like, a giant spider had, like, grabbed me and wrapped me up. Oh, wait. Was that a dream?
No, that was. I don't think that was a dream.
I think that.
Okay.
What do you have to
That's-
second guess?
that's
That
how we
concerns me
found you.
greatly.
What
What have you gone through, kid?
Quite a lot, actually.
Zephyr like pats him on the back. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, it's okay.
You're a real champion, though.
What doesn't kill you
Yes,
just
you
chips
are.
away at you slowly. That's what
Trevor, are you
Rutha used
sure
to
he's
say to
not
all
your
of her
kid?
prisoners.
Because
I think I'm
think
certain. Though that is something I would say.
I think the proper phrase is "it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger."
Why would that make sense? I mean, like, if I break all of your limbs, wouldn't that just, like, make you weaker? And you know, like, if you ever break a limb, it's, like, permanently, like, screwed up. Because,
Not
like,
always.
it's
I've
always,
heard-
like, easier to break later.
I've heard about like some monks that specialize in the type of kicking for their main fight, where like they'll just kick trees to break their legs so that the bone kind of heals stronger.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Plus, you
they're
seem
called
like a pretty
like,
strong kid, so.
monk martial arts, or they're like MMA fighters or something. Yeah, it's really crazy.
Axel,
Oh, yeah.
has your blood always looked like that?
What,
know, with
like the glowy stuff? Oh, yeah. As far as I can tell. I mean, if I was bleeding right now, I could show you, but I feel like that
no,
would
it's
hurt.
okay. Yeah, yeah. But it's always been like that. Like it's
Mhm.
like you. It was never
Damn.
okay.
So
anyway, what time's dinner?
We've still got a few hours.
You need to go shopping.
Oh, are we going
Yeah,
shopping?
We could show you around the
Shopping,
town.
We could pregame.
What's pre-gaming?
Zephyr,
What's
not in front of the kid.
Wait, what's the legal drinking age in this world, Max?
16.
How old is Axel
everyone?
again? Probably not.
Axel's
16.
like 12.
Hot
Axel's
16.
12.
Yeah.
Damn. Alright, we'll save that for after dinner then.
And he can spend the night at his grandparents' house.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Februm, you think
I
your
can't
parents will
wait
be
to
cool
see
with
them
that?
again. It's been so long.
It really has.
Fabum, is this like a formal occasion, or is it just like we can show up in what we're wearing and maybe some armor
Ooh,
if we
do we
feel
need clothes?
dicey occasion?
yes,
Yes.
we do need clothing. What type
Definitely.
of clothing? My my parents tend to be a little extravagant, so I wear the best you can.
Okay. This is what I got.
Then
That'll
we
be
gotta
good.
buy clothes for the
That'll
kid.
be good. We could buy some
Zephyr-
clothes actually. That is yes.
Zephyr takes off his leather chest piece and just like rubbles through his stuff and pulls out a single tie and puts it on. That's
Eyes go on his forehead.
I don't do it.
Let's go!
I don't do a lot of fancy stuff. It's just never really been my thing, but you know. I got a tie.
I have to drop by my house, but I could pick up something nice. Maybe I
Oh,
could get
can we
something
finally
for you
meet
too.
Al's family? Like your son?
You could meet my son.
Oh, you have a son?
I do.
Interesting.
Yeah, Februm's not the only one.
No.
So, are we gonna do
I
that
guess
now,
so.
or are we just gonna stand here?
Let's go
do it.
now.
Okay.
Wouldn't
Okay.
You good for it though? You seem kind of drained.
You're muted. There you go.
I mean, I'll be fine.
We'll pick up some
Probably.
tea on the way.
Yeah, that sounds good. I might be a little slow, but
That's okay.
We'll do a nice walking pace.
sounds
No need to
good.
run.
So, where are we headed?
I guess first
Where
to,
is there
to
to-
Al's house?
Well, I mean, we can
Or
go
the Al's
shopping first
shop,
if
or-
you all want.
I guess
I
yeah,
don't
it's
have
on the
to-
way.
I don't have
Yeah.
to pick up.
It's on the
any-
way.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it's by the shopping district.
So,
It is.
Somewhere.
It is a
in
forge.
The
so-
artisan's court. So
Yeah.
so the way that it works is the artisan court is a huge circular street
Oh yeah.
that wraps around the entire city. That is just littered with countless shops.
Just like Paris.
Yeah.
So I have a couple places pre-built, but if there's shops that y'all have liked to go to, or if you have ideas for, feel free to go there as well.
Okay.
what places do you have?
So, you make your way out of the tower through the shadow and go to the artisan's court. And every probably like quarter mile-ish, there are these kind of electronic magical towers that have interactive displays that you can tap on all the shops, and it'll give you directions to specific locations, and you can filter them by type and stuff like that. But on the highly recommended section of the
Highly
shopping
recommended
district, you have a kind of general adventuring store. It is called Buckle's Bargains. Has a lot of basic supplies. Has known to have magic items and stuff. There is a up-and-coming bar that just was opened by a couple of half-elf brothers called Spell Shots.
Cute.
Love that.
So they have specialty drinks and cocktails based off of certain sorceries.
Going there after dinner.
An old classic is called the Open Barrel. Little seedier spot, but it's always had lively conversation. One of the larger buildings is called Stick and Poker, known for their specialty magical tattoos, as well as gambling of all sorts.
Oh, I love that. It's fantastic. That one's my favorite.
Yeah. So some of the ones
Can
I
you
have.
can you repeat that last one?
Stick and Poker.
Like a stick and poke that you.
Just
Eh.
making sure I heard that right.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute. I love it. And it's in poker because it's. Yeah. I love it. It's like 2-in-1 puns.
Like
My
so
favorite.
many things.
Yeah. It's like,
Like-
so many.
It's like more than one thing in
Mhm.
like one set of words.
That's what they call
That's
it.
like crazy.
So, any of those sound interesting?
I guess. Not to sound lame, but like, what's like the first. Like, if we leave the school and like start like our journey around.
Mhm.
What's like the first store that approaches? Because I don't think.
every store.
Yeah, like I don't really have a preference unless one of you guys do.
Buckle's Bargains is probably the first store that you would run into coming out of the shadow.
I wouldn't mind just like going
Let's go
into the
there.
first one and
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Sure.
Getting an idea.
Okay, so you walk up. It is a kind. It looks like 3 little wooden shacks that were stacked on top of each other. Yes, Winnie.
Sorry to interrupt.
You're good.
My speed is halved, right?
Uh huh.
If I use my broom of flying,
You're good.
would I be able to be with like walk at the same pace as everybody else, like
Yeah,
on the
because I
broom?
think your broom of flying has a 50-foot fly speed.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'll just ride
You'll be
that
fine.
then, so
You're
no
ju-
one has to
you're
wait
just,
up for
like,
me.
leaning on the side.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Okay. But yeah, it is a 3-story building that looks like 3 wooden shacks that were just kind of laid on top of each other. It's kind of bending a little bit. There's a couple of loose nails, kind of some pipes sticking out in random directions. But has a lovely little wooden sign that every like 6-ish seconds kind of flashes, called Buggles Bargains, an emporium for everything that you might need.
Well, it's there apparently. Everything.
Let's head in.
Yeah.
Take
Okay.
a look.
You open the door and a loud kind of ringing sound echoes through a surprisingly cramped area. If you've ever walked into kind of an old antique shop, it is the 2-foot pathways with stacks and shelves and glass cases, and you see like a ladder on the other side. But it doesn't seem like there's anyone else in here right now.
They're open, right?
Not even a shop.
Make a perception check.
Well, 10.
You kind of like give a quick glance and you like look behind you and there's definitely like a little open sign, like a little flip on a chain. But you don't see anyone right away. Just piles and piles of stuff.
Lily just starts browsing.
Mm-hmm.
I think she smells the air and she's like closed her eyes and she's like really digging the atmosphere.
It's got like an old wood and parchment smell.
Yeah.
There's like a hint of mildew, but it's like
Good,
still
like,
acceptable.
just enough.
It's nice. It's comforting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
It's nostalgic.
yeah. Hello? Anybody here? We're customers.
Just kind of just this silence. You can hear kind of your feet begin to kind of as you shift, you hear the wood underneath your feet go.
We have money. No, that didn't work. Oh, I got.
That's a good try.
You said there was just a pile of stuff in the middle of the...
Yeah, there's kind of it's like several shelves that have been stacked, and you have like glass cases. It all seems to be organized in some way. But to the common eye, looks like a little bit of a disorganization.
Fevrim's just gonna start looking around.
Okay. For the people that are looking, are you looking for anything in specific?
I'm looking for a puzzle box.
Okay.
I'm looking for a bag holding baby.
Okay.
Um,
We got a bag of holding. We've got a puzzle box.
I'm looking for anything that I don't recognize.
Okay.
Ooh.
A bag of tricks.
Gotcha. So anyone who is looking for something, make an investigation check.
Ooh, spicy.
Oh. Should have been prepared.
Oh, I have to. Oh, that's right. I have to do disadvantage.
Is
Wait,
that an investigation check?
16.
Sad. It's a 6.
16, 6. 11?
19.
19. So you all begin to kind of like split off and begin searching. Al, you end up finding a little toy section that has little like charms and crafts. You begin to kind of looking through it. Nothing really seems to stick out to you. Winnie, you look around and aren't really like finding any like clothing or bags or anything until Zephyr kind of like comes up behind you and spins you around, and there's just like a wall like right by the register.
Oh.
That has different bags and backpacks and little pouches.
I think it might be over here.
Thank you.
Lilibet, you begin to kind of look through one of the piles by the windows. And you kind of like move some books off and you look over and you see this like little marionette. It's kind of like looking at you sideways. And you glance at it for about 2 seconds and you hear a little voice go, "I want a hug."
No.
Ooh.
I pick it up to make sure that's where the voice is coming from.
You
Like very like gingerly, like it's like attached to like a little cross with strings, I assume.
Mm-hmm. You kind of like pick it up, and as it kind of moves, you hear another thing of, "I want to be best friends." It's got like one eye like half hanging out. It's got like a couple lumps of hair missing.
Oh.
She's perfect.
Will you play with me?
I think the previously curious and joyful expression melts away when she looks at this thing. And she just like takes it in her fist and like clenches it tightly, and just angrily walks off.
And Februm, what were you looking for?
Okay. A bag of tricks.
Bag of tricks. Tricks. Okay. Roll me a d6.
Five.
A 5. Okay. You find a little bag with a very similar description to what you were looking for. Kind of tied together, it seems to have these little gems inside of it. It is a tan bag.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. Kind of pick it up. Probably run this time. Lily, where are you going? You just storming back to the group?
I'm just storming. He's just pissed.
Okay.
I don't know where that takes me.
You could go back outside. You could go up to the second floor.
I'm probably not going outside. I'm probably just going until I run into someone.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not looking for anyone in particular.
I would say you probably run into Winnie and Zephyr near the front of the store. It's on like or by the register, which is in the back of the store, because you're coming from the front of the store. Lily kind of like bumps into the back of Winnie. She's like looking over her shoulder.
Hey, are you good?
No.
Well, what's wrong?
I don't trust this establishment.
What do you mean?
Something they're not telling us, I think.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's everything, because we haven't really seen anybody here yet. They're not really telling us anything.
Well, if you'd like to continue shopping here, you can, but I will not be.
Well, let me check upstairs real quick. I just want to see if anybody is here, and then we could always leave and come back later, because I don't want you to go off on your own.
Or, never come back again. That wouldn't hurt either. That's up to you, of course.
Yeah, I'll be right back. And when he's gonna go look upstairs.
Okay. You go kind of like climb these very steep. We're talking like each step's like a foot kind of deal.
Man, yeah.
Climb your way up. You see a lot of more like antiques and adventuring gear and scatterings of other little knickknacks, kind of all over the place on the second floor.
Is there anybody up here?
Make a perception check.
Or should I have someone come with me? Because I'm at disadvantage. Damn it. Oh! Alright, that's, +6. That's an 8.
Kind of do a brief look around, and you're not seeing like any signs of movement. There's not really any evidence of someone being here recently.
Ew.
But as soon as Winnie, you make it upstairs, Lily, you look over, and there is someone at the counter. There is this older gnomish fellow. He's just got like a ring of hair, a huge bald spot on top. And he's got these huge glasses that make his eyes look like they're 2 inches bigger than they actually are. And he's staring right at you, Lily.
She kind of breathes deeply and walks toward him, not really making any effort to quiet her footsteps. Hi, do you own this place?
Yes, I am the owner of this fine establishment. It's a pleasure to meet you. Seems you are skeptical of some of my wares.
I assume you stock this place yourself?
Yes, for the most part. I'm a minor enchanter myself, but I do buy things off of adventurers the way they come through.
She kind of, throws it on the counter, the little marionette. He says, so do you happen to know where this came from?
Oh, he pulls out like a magnifying glass in front of the spectacles.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I would say this one was dropped off maybe a couple of months ago.
He kind of leans forward and squints. By who?
It was the old brain isn't what it used to be, but I think it was a couple of young women walked through and seemed to be happy to get rid of it. It's quite a minor enchantment.
Tell me, was there anything interesting about these women that you can recall?
Oh, let me do a little roll to see how the old mind is doing.
Or
That's not the right dice. Come on. Not particularly. Seem to have some strong magical abilities, one of them, but...
And do you happen to know what this does?
Oh, it just repeats a couple phrases. It's a talking doll.
Right. And that's all it does?
Well, as far as I can tell, and I've identified it myself.
I recommend you get rid of it.
Oh, okay. Are you interested in purchasing?
Particularly.
Oh, I could give you a great discount.
Her eye like twitches a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
How much will it cost me for you to get rid of this thing?
He kind of like hops off a little stool that he's been standing on. So you see the top of his little bald head make his way over to another side of the desk. There's a large book that kind of...
This one... Let me look. I think I could be away with this one for a mere 40 gold pieces.
Zephyr like coughs and leans up on the counter and goes, "Hey, man, so I hate to say it, but
Oh,
like,
hello.
Hi. I was listening in, you know, part of my party, just kind of getting a feel.
Yes,
you did
quite.
say it was a very basic enchantment. 40 gold kind of seems like a little bit of a stretch, if you ask me. Is there any way that, like, I don't doubt your fine establishment at all. You seem like a very reasonable man, but, you know, just being careful, because we've been attempted to be swindled a couple times in this town, and, you know, I just want to make sure that everything is as seems, and I'm going to try and persuade him.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
22.
Oh, I see. You drive a hard bargain. You two are in cahoots, I see. Well, for you, doesn't seem to be a bestseller. I'll knock off 10 gold for you. 30 gold pieces.
Drive a hard bargain. I like this man. Very honest seller.
You know, we only do the best here.
Hey, you don't see a lot of those in this town. Good on ya.
Would you know
And he's
about
gonna
all
kind of like, give me just a sec to just kind of figure things out with her, just work things out.
Oh, yes.
And he leans over and he's like, what's the vibe you're getting on this, Lil?
the vibe on what?
Like, obviously you don't, at least I hope and I pray that you don't plan on bringing this into our dorm. But, I seem to be acting pretty strongly. Like, is it worth 30? Do you want to try and go lower? I mean, is it worth the money? Like, I'm kind of lost on this whole thing. It just creeps me out.
I will not leave it here.
Good to know. Is it coming back to our dorm?
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It just can't be here.
Fair enough. Alright, so I'm going to try and save you some money so we can put that into, like, counter curses and some form of protection. Because I don't feel safe around the stall. He turns back around. So, you're an honest man, and my friend back there does know a lot about different types of dolls and, the whole...
Yes.
Just to be on the same page, and I hope by no means you think I'm insulting your intelligence or your business, because that is not my goal. But is there any lower that you could go? Or would be willing to go?
I mean, I do have to make a profit here.
That's fair.
I'm not in the business of charity work.
Oh, Lily, like, steps up.
Of course.
Lily, like, steps up after, like, this, like, banter. She's like, from what I'm aware, you were given this doll, and it didn't cost you anything. And I'm trying to do you a favor, old man. So, I would advise that you allow me to take this for as little money as possible. Before something seriously bad happens to you or one of your customers.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm frightened.
Dang.
Oh, Lily.
Zephyr's jaw drops.
15.
Would any of us, like, anyone else be, like, I guess, paying attention to this?
I mean, that's up to the rest of you.
Okay.
It is happening at the counter, and
I'm
it
on the
is,
second floor.
I would say it's very difficult to miss.
That's fair.
I think that whole exchange was kind of in this, like, hushed this, like, quiet yelling thing. It's like, look, I'm trying to cut you a deal here.
But you see that Buckle kind of, like, takes a little half step back, and he's like, now, don't get too feisty here. I guess I could get rid of it for 15.
Zephyr is still in shock. He looks at Lily, and he's like, Is that good? Is that worth it? Should I,
He takes out 15 gold pieces and drops it on the counter. And she kind of does a little curtsy and walks out.
Oh,
Should
well,
I
thank
go
you
and
for
round
your
up?
business. My young man,
Sorry
that
about
lady
her.
is
She's been
frightening.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, she's been burning the midnight oil. You know how it is. She hasn't really had much sleep lately. It's
Understood. Is
fact,
there,
honestly,
is there,
I don't think I could tell you the last time I saw her sleep.
Interesting.
She's been busy.
Was there anything else I could help you with?
A couple of our other party members are looking around. I trust that you'll kind of, take care of them.
Oh yes.
Kind of like you took care of us.
Oh,
I'm gonna
quite.
walk up to the
Go
counter.
and wrangle them.
I will. Yeah, I will be up behind
And
him.
Zephyr's gonna go start looking for Winnie.
Um,
He was not paying attention when she left.
is there anything on the second floor?
Oh, there's a couple things here and there. Is there anything specific you are looking for?
I was looking for if you had any puzzle boxes.
Puzzle boxes, you say? I might. What is it worth to you?
the knowledge that you have puzzle boxes?
Oh no, the puzzle box in specific, child.
It depends on the puzzle box.
I may indeed have a puzzle box or two.
Okay.
These two old men just are haggling it out.
Very
Zephyr's taking notes. Actually, he just
Yeah.
kind of stepped on the other side of the counter.
very
Write it down.
interesting artifact that an old Night Eye brought in.
Okay. How much?
Let me think. I believe 500 gold pieces. Kind of like leans back in his chair a little bit.
Can I see it?
Oh yes, let me retrieve it for you. He kind of like hops down, toddles over, and you see he has like a little keypad with several tubes running out of it. He goes over, he types a couple numbers. There's a fast rush of air, and look, a little like tube cylinder comes down, with a small iron puzzle box kind of circling in the middle. He grabs some like tongs, like here it is.
I'll pick it up and kind of just turn it around in my hand. Does it look like intricate at all?
Extremely. Now you do have to be careful with this one. I do believe it almost killed its previous owner.
So it's dangerous.
Oh yes, that's the high price point. Got to make sure that those who want it really know what they're getting themselves into. Am I right?
What if, since it is a dangerous artifact and I assume not many people would want to buy it, I could take it off your hands for 425?
Make a persuasion check.
12. No, 13.
Hey, all the different.
Hey, maybe.
Nice.
How about we call it 460, and it's yours.
A little higher than what I was hoping, but I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay.
You can add an infernal puzzle box.
Heck yeah.
While I'm looking for Winnie, can I just kind of like spot and see if they have nicer clothes
Absolutely.
in my size?
There's a couple like catalogs. That as you flip the pages, it changes the outfit in front.
Oh, that's cool.
There's like a small wall, probably on the second floor.
Mm-hmm. Do I see Winnie while I'm up there?
I would say you see like just the top of Winnie's head, searching through another pile of things.
Cool. I guess I'm just gonna scroll through until I find something. They don't have prices listed, do they?
No.
I'm just gonna find something that's not too flashy, but is nicer than battle armor.
Mm-hmm.
And preferably red.
Okay. You find a couple things that might fit that description. They might need tailored a little bit here and there. You do find a few outfits that, as you kind of like run your hand over, the color of the fabric changes.
Good to know. Gonna put down the back burner for right now. Let Februm do his thing.
Gotcha.
I will, Farbin will walk up to the desk and place the tan bag of tricks down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a lucky find.
Yes, how much do you want for it?
For that little piece, it'll be... he kind of like flipped through his book. Be a solid 300 gold pieces. Can be a quite useful addition.
I'll take it for 300.
Lovely. Kind of like scoops the 300 into a little drawer.
Zephyr's gonna walk over to Winnie, or at least to find Winnie now, where her head was. Hey, you good over here? I kind of saw the top of your head and the back of your broom sticking. I'm assuming she's still on her broom, just floating around.
Yeah. She's like holding on like with one hand and like looking in the piles while holding on, and then it's like whoop, and just like go back down. Yeah, I'm good. Just browsing. I might get a bag of holding down there, unless you think we'll find one somewhere else.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't do a lot of shopping.
I only ever do deliveries. I don't exactly do the other end.
That's fair. If you need any help haggling, I scored Lily a massive deal.
On what? She didn't seem like she wanted to buy anything.
She really liked the creepy doll. Or at least she didn't seem like she liked it, but she didn't want him to have it.
Huh. Okay.
So we're going to pick up some like purification something. Because that is not coming back to the door.
Yeah. Good call. I'll be down in a minute.
Okay.
I just want to look for something else up here before I come back.
So Zephyr's gonna head down to the counter then and try and get the outfit that caught his eye.
Oh, yes.
Oh, go ahead.
A wonderful selection. That'll cost you 2 gold pieces.
That's it? I mean, of course.
I mean, unless you wanted something magical.
Oh, no.
We have
Lord
many
knows I'm not gonna be
cloaks
dressing up
and... Okay.
Real quick, hold on. Yeah, do your thing and...
Oh, I was gonna say, while he's doing that, can I look for any sort of, instruments up here?
Yes? What are you looking for?
Any sort of, magical, like, instrument. I'm specifically looking for, if it helps, the instrument of the bard Das lute.
You kind of look around, and there are a handful of instruments on the second floor. None of them seem to be magical of any types. You do find a couple other things. You find a little horn that seems to have a small aura around it. as well as a couple of pipes. But other than that, you don't really see anything else.
Can I... This probably won't do well, but can I make some sort of, like, Arcana check to see what kind of aura that is around the horn?
Yeah, make an
Would
Arcana
I
check.
not know? Okay. It's probably gonna come out poopy, but we're gonna hope for the best here. 6. I'll do it.
It's not your specialty.
Yeah.
Enchantment is usually an arcane based, and you are not necessarily an arcane caster.
Right. I'm good then. I'll head back downstairs, and then I'll let Zephyr bite his thing. Unless he, I don't know. If
Yes.
he's down or not. Yeah.
Yes,
Collect the
I'm
gold
ready.
from Zephyr.
So I am back, and well, along with that, I saw this really cool like cloak that I picked up. It doesn't seem like there's anything special to it, and he picks up the cloak of protection that he found, if he found one.
I'm sorry, that is a very special item. I know to an untrained eye it might not seem so, but...
Interesting. So,
Are you interested in that one?
possibly. How much are we talking?
400 gold for that one.
You know, 400 gold. I just seems a little steep for a piece of fabric. You know, I would
Boy, I've been doing this for more years than you've been alive. I can tell when I'm trying to be swindled.
swindled. No, this is like some playful haggling, you know? I know a lot of places the resale rate compared to the actual market value can sometimes be a little bit higher, so I just wanted to see, if there was any leeway
Do you want
from an
the
honorable
cloak?
businessman like yourself. I was thinking like 325.
He kind of like looks over to like Al, who's like on the other side.
Can I try to persuade?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
23 with disadvantage. This roll was a nat 20.
Good lord.
I'll offer you the same markdown I offered your friend. It'd be 360.
Are you willing to go to 350, or is that asking a little much?
Maybe don't come in here as brash next time, and I'll give you a 350.
That's brash. I did nothing but compliment your establishment.
He's
And
going
now
ham.
I'm being insulted for it?
370.
Businessman. Paid for word.
370!
360 it is.
100.
If you don't want it, put it back.
Leave it.
So we agreed on 360? Is that...
360 it is.
Alright.
While this is all happening, Febrim's going to have gone outside to look for Lily.
Lily, what are you up to?
I think she probably just starts, like, scanning the nearby places. Like, just figuring out what's around this place. At some point she's gonna need a nice outfit, but she's not going to consider getting it here. She may actually want adventuring supplies from another place.
Gotcha. There are plenty of places around.
Okay.
It's
I
kind
think
of
she's just doing a loop just to kind of survey her surroundings and, like, blow off steam, I guess.
gotcha. You are at like the very entrance to the artisan's court from the shadow. It kind of like loops in before it goes into the complete circle. So there are many shops. It kind of goes. You see similar shops every. You're kind of like looking down the way, and you look over at the map, and you can see like similar shops about every mile, kind of deal.
Okay.
So if you don't like one set of establishments, you can always just walk down the way and find another set.
Yeah. Okay. I think she kind of gets this pattern, and she starts making her way back to the...
You kind of notice, as you start walking off, you notice Februm exit Buckle's Bargains and begin to kind of look around for you.
Goes right for him.
Okay.
Hi! Did you find everything okay?
Yeah, I found what I was looking for. It seemed like you were in quite a
Quite a what?
angered mood. Being in there, is everything all right?
Oh, did I seem angry?
You seemed a little uncomfortable, if anything else.
What's talking about right now? We can talk about it when we get home.
All right.
Or are they almost done?
I think they're wrapping it up in there. I haven't seen
Yeah, I'll walk outside.
any for a bit.
I'm done too. I'm not buying anything here. I'll buy it somewhere else.
Okay. And everyone heads out.
Yay!
Where are we off to next?
So, what were some of the shops you mentioned again? I know you mentioned like the bar, and you mentioned the stick and poker.
Yeah, a lot of the other ones I mentioned are kind of more social establishments. Do any of you have ideas for a shop that you'd like to see?
Music shop,
Music shop?
like instrument music
Okay.
shop,
I
or
assume...
a shop that's sorry, didn't mean to
You're
interrupt.
okay. You're good.
A shop that's like specifically clothing and bags, regardless if they're magical or not.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So music shops, you will have the Broken String, which specializes in many different types of bard-like instruments. If you go in there, they will try to sell you on their brand new electronic creations, operating off of magical power cells. But you can find anything there if you'd like. There aren't a whole lot of those specialized magic items that you were looking for earlier. But if you ask around, they can make it for you. It'll be a little bit of an upcharge.
It's all right.
And then clothing wise, you have let's think of a name for this one. Sorry, I'm blanking, y'all.
Good. Kind of put you on the spot
Let's
there.
call it
Secret string.
Old Navy.
The secret string.
A secret string. Old Navy. Ye old Navy.
Ye old. New Navy. It's new Navy.
It's New Navy.
No.
Yeah, it's new Navy.
Nouveau Navy.
Nouveau Navy.
No, I think you have Weaver's Paradise.
Soft.
Living in a weaver's paradise. Okay.
Which looks like a very large department store-esque. Think of a Macy's.
Yeah.
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 You have people trying to sell you perfumes and stuff as you come in. It's like, oh, this scent it would be great with your aesthetic.
Passion fruit spray?
Department.
It's a cloud. Everyone make a con save now.
Okay.
But they have a whole bunch of pre-made garments as well as a custom order section.
Do you guys want to go in there to get clothes for the dinner?
More than anything.
Okay.
Okay. You go in there, and they have a little bit of anything that you're looking for.
Ooh.
So if people want to get new outfits, they can describe that, and I'll just tell you how much it's going to cost.
I don't want to go first.
Or we don't have to do that quite yet.
Well, do they have magic clothing and right? Like, would they have a bag of holding here?
Yes,
or would
they have
not?
a bag of holding.
Okay, I definitely want to buy that.
It's a designer bag of holding.
It's a designer. It's a Gucci bag of holding.
Oh no.
It's going to be $350.
It's
Burberry bag of holding.
It's extra, but people will know.
Yeah.
But people will know.
Brand name is
No.
Gobbly.
They're like, oh, she must have died for that bag.
It's got a W on the flap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's all stitched and made out of leather.
Oh, beautiful. Wait, how much is it?
$350.
All right.
Do they have like
It just-
designer and then bargain brand?
Yeah, like diet bag of holding.
Bucket of clothes.
They have a small clearance section, but it doesn't seem like the magic items make their way to clearance.
That's fair.
Do they have any returned magic items? Like they,
Oh yeah,
pre-used.
The pre-used ones.
Lightly.
Yeah.
Like a bag of devouring?
Not quite.
No.
like a bag with an
That'll
Eldritch
actually be
deity
more.
trapped inside it named Steve.
No, we don't need another Steve.
True. I
That's a
mean,
weirdly specific reference.
That's
Yeah, cool. It's almost like people
I
need
wonder
to
where you
watch the
came up with
podcast.
that.
So yeah,
Well, I'm definitely gonna buy the bag of holding.
beautiful. Add a
Um,
designer bag of holding to your inventory.
Okay, wait. How do I make that designer specifically? How do I?
You can edit
could
the
rename
name
Do it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sick.
if you really want to.
Okay. All right, manage.
Anyone else buying anything else?
I want to buy a dress of some kind too.
All right,
But
Yeah, I need like a ball gown.
yeah.
we'll do a solid 2 gold if you want to change outfits.
Alright, cool.
I would assume Februm would already have the attire.
It's probably back at the house, but you can always change when you
Right.
get there.
Dawned on me, I have 2 sets of common clothes, so I guess I do have something.
Okay, wait, I lied, kind of. I don't want a regular ball gown. I have stumbled across glamour, which is clothing that is imbued with harm or magic.
What was that? You're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Glamour weave?
Glamour weave, yeah.
Yeah. This is my absolutely stunning outfit.
Yay!
Yeah, glamour weave is gonna cost you a little bit more.
Oh, I would hope.
Oh my gosh, it's chowder clothes.
Yes. Run, Chowder.
I just gotta find
Back,
it.
woman! Back, I say!
Back, I say.
You gotta beat the women with a
Back, I
stick!
Glamour weave is
Yes.
on.
That's Al.
Sometimes you
wish I
gotta
read
beat the
chat
ladies back with a
beforehand. There
stick!
were some
Back,
great
woman!
ideas. in
Back,
there.
I say!
Wish I'd tried.
Which one are you just looking for? What type of glamour weave are you looking for?
Depends on how much it is.
So you have the basic glamour weave that can just kind of change color and stuff like that, but the uncommon glamour weave can have specific patterns kind of rise from the cloth.
I'm curious about both price points.
A normal glamour weave is going to cost you, I think it's say 50 gold pieces, and then the uncommon glamour weave will cost you 200 gold pieces.
Let me think on it.
Okay.
Anyone else getting clothing?
I'm just gonna buy a regular. I mean, I'm gonna buy a gown of some kind. I'll figure it out in a hot minute, but it's just gonna be regular cloth. So
2 gold.
sweet. And then the bag of holding was what, 350?
350.
Okay.
I'll also buy a bag of holding.
Okay. 350.
I want the Gucci bag of holding. You're getting it.
Oh shit. The app's making me do math. Hold on, wait. How much with the platinum pieces we have? How much is that gold total?
It's probably
'Cause-
easier just to put it as 900 gold pieces instead of 90
Okay,
platinum.
thank you. Because I was like that they wouldn't like let me remove everything. Sweet. Thanks.
No problem. Okay, anyone else?
I think that.
That's it.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I also need.
You need what?
I need shoes.
Shoes?
Yes.
Well, we have.
Perhaps magical, but I don't know because those are probably expensive.
Those are probably also expensive.
Yeah, so I have to like get the picture first.
Gotcha.
I'm curious about winged, not boots, but some kind of.
Make a. What I want this to be.
Charisma stealth check.
Make a persuasion check, actually.
Persuasion, okay.
Mm-hmm. 18. So you end up finding a lady that's doing kind of like some restocking. It is she's an older Azamar lady, has some like nice long white hair that's loosely tied in a ponytail. She has like pink eyes. She's like, now, it's not coming out until next week, but I think I have something in the back that might meet your qualifications. Let me just go grab them, and I'll be right back. She like toddles off and comes back with a little shoebox that she opens up, and roll a d20 for me real fast.
You take.
I'm so excited.
What is it?
3.
3.
Oh. Oof.
So she pulls out of the box a pair of sneakers that have little fairy wings on the back instead of like larger ones. They are green, like there's a light lime green with these vines that run up the sides into the fairy wings. Now, because I'm giving you these early, I'll try to cut you a little special deal for these. How does 325 sound?
I want those shoes in real life. Right now.
It is a very special. I want to make a good. Okay, this and nicer dress.
Okay. Altogether, that'll be 525. Was it? I don't know why all the shopkeepers are old, but here we are.
They've been around.
They're
They've
well
been doing this for a long
established.
time.
Old
Uh-huh.
section, like
Yeah.
it's sorted by age, and
Mhm.
we're just in the old section.
It's a
Just
lot
very
of family-run businesses, you know.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, she like takes her things and like grabs her hands, and she's like, "Thank you so much. This has been so wonderful."
Oh, you're gonna look just absolutely stunning, and good luck. I overheard that there was a little bit of a special occasion. I'm sure you're gonna knock him dead.
You should say that.
Well, good luck.
She kind of does a little wave and kind of runs out a little bit.
I buy mine. I follow Lily out. I'm assuming they're both like, like they're just all so excited. Like,
And yes, everyone kind of gets all their stuff. We exit our weaver's establishment, and you immediately kind of all are drawn to your left. There seems to be kind of a fiasco going on.
Ooh.
A bouncer seems to be holding back a group of angry people from a bar. It's like, you kind of like overhear a couple conversations like, "Are you kidding me? It's a total farce. I want my money back."
I am immediately gonna go investigate.
You gotta make...
maybe-
Ooh, was that Winnie?
no, go for it. No, go.
No, I was saying, Zephyr, you make your way over to the bar and you kind of look in, and you see a large crowd of already drunk people at a fine 3 in the afternoon, all gather around a table, and you can just see the edge of one guy with a hand of cards in the back of another figure with long, kind of dark hair, all tied up. The one with its back facing to you seems very relaxed, while the man in front seemed very uptight.
Love, if you wanted to play the game, you sit down. If you were so scared of losing your money, I'm surprised that you would even come.
Big talk for a little lady.
True. But there are a few things that this little lady knows that you might not. So
Oh.
play your cards.
He throws down his hand. He's like, 3 of a kind. What you got over there?
Royal flush.
What?
She lays her cards.
He kind of like slaps the table, like backs up. That is impossible. What are you cheating with?
Cheating? Love, nobody likes a sore loser. It's very unattractive.
He kind of like looks around. There's like a couple other guys that seem to be like kind of like laughing and pointing. I mean, he looks very flustered. And you haven't heard the last of me. Pushes his chair
Papa.
away and he walks off.
Do come again. She just kind of collects her money. What did she win?
Roll 5d10 for me.
Alright. You just find that sucker.
5 tens, let's get it.
Let's get it.
That was 3. 36.
It brings your total winnings for the day to 360 gold pieces.
Not bad if I do say so myself, Perseus. What do you think? Nah. You hear, if you're close enough, you hear a little...
Zephyr walks up to the table.
Oh no.
What's the game?
Oh, it's just a little bit of poker, love. But you can sit down if you'd like to try, Zephyr. I'd appreciate it.
I'm sorry, what?
Where did Zephyr go?
I said, if you'd like to try, you can feel free to have a seat, but you're going to lose all your money.
I imagine that all of us were in a group, and we all look to where.
I don't lose.
See, that's a bet I'm willing to make.
And I think with that,
You're on.
we're going to go to a little break. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes to see how our new individuals kind of figure out. Anyway, we will see you in a bit. And we're back.
And
Yay!
that's why I don't eat Brussels
Hello.
sprouts.
Hello.
I wouldn't either after that, honestly.
Right. I probably will stop after that.
Yeah.
There been conversation that happened just as we went back. Wow, yes, I agree.
I would eat more.
Yeah.
I would
So
eat more.
as we jump back
honestly.
into it, Zephyr, you take your spot on the other side of Octavia, and the crowd that was beginning to thin kind of turns around for a second. There are whispers of who's this newcomer and what are they doing? Where'd they come from? It's like, oh,
Perseus, keep an eye out, won't you? I'm sure we'll be seeing the others shortly. And you hear...
she kind of like, is it a he or she?
Perseus is a he.
He. So he like rubs up against your leg, his tail kind of like curves around. And he kind of like stretches his wings out and faces towards the door.
Before we begin, I might need to warn you. This isn't just bravado. I'm a pretty good gambler, so card games are my forte.
Oh, really now? Well, certainly I'm intrigued.
So, let's have a good game.
Indeed. And she will deal some cards.
Okay.
Hey, Zephyr.
Can I watch for any, like, funny business?
Yes, you can make a perception check.
And I'm making a sleight of hand
And you
check.
can make a sleight of hand check as you deal cards out.
I have a +0.
There is funny business.
That's a 22.
Well,
Well, I should say, Zephyr,
That's on brand.
how much are you wagering this first time?
Oh, not a lot. Probably like... I gotta look at my inventory. Probably like 5 gold to start.
Oh, come, love. You don't want just 5 gold.
Probably like 10
You said
gold to
that
start.
you're such a card dealer. I would think that you would put more monetary value in your skills with such bravado.
No, you gotta start off small. You gotta build up. Otherwise, it's if you go in all in right off the bat, it's not as theatrical, should we say? And we do have an audience.
Well, I'm all for going all in if you are.
It's getting hot in here.
There's some like quiet
I have to
murmurs
make a
through the
decision
bar.
right now.
You gotta
that
take
kinda
me to
game
dinner
now.
first.
I have to decide
I
what
see.
my character would do versus what I want to do.
Mhm.
You guys want us to deafen while you...
No.
Yeah. Leave.
While you... Yeah.
I'm gonna bluff. Be like, all right, you got me convinced. It's not much, but left the rest. This is my pocket change, and he's gonna throw 30 gold on the table.
All right, I can do 30 gold, and she pulls 30 from the pile of her winnings that she had won previously.
I'm just gonna take that out of my inventory.
yeah. So I rolled a 22, and she deals her cards, and I'm guessing it's a very short game.
Depends on how long you want it to last. Do you toy with him, or do you make it?
I think she does toy with him just a little bit, just because she finds it amusing.
Mm-hmm.
And she, of course, wants to put on a good show for her audience.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh no, is she gonna lose? She just needs one card, and then, wham, there she has it.
That's the last flip. Secures.
I gotta look something up real quick because I don't know how to play Poker.
Poker.
Pecker.
I'm assuming it's just like a fantasy version of Texas Hold'em.
Yeah,
something
we'll
similar.
do Texas Hold'em.
Wherever Texas would be.
Does anyone know how to play poker, and can anyone tell me
Yes.
what the absolute worst hand that you can get in poker is?
It's nothing. Yeah, you can just have a scrap hand.
Different cards.
No, I don't mean like the name for it. I mean like what? Because I don't know how to play poker. I'm
Any
guessing
5
it's like
different
twos.
cards.
Yeah, just five different cards.
It
No
would just-
pairs, no
It would just
nothing.
be a high card.
Okay.
Yep, it would be high card.
And the
Then
high
that.
card would have to be like a 5.
Zephyr
Yeah.
definitely has that. But he thinks he's winning.
Mm-hmm.
Bless him.
I think she's like, oh no, am I going to lose? Goodness me. And then the last card flips and she's like, oh, well, isn't that a surprise? I'm sorry, love, but it seems like you've lost.
Damn. I mean, it was a close game, though, and he reveals his hand, and it's nowhere near close.
He's got a 2 of diamonds and a 4 of spades.
He's got, like,
She's just
a
like,
gift card to that one shop that he was just at. He has no clue how it got in there.
just like, such a shame, too. You were so confident, and, well, it's all mine now. And she just adds it to her pile.
You know the old saying, you can't win them all.
That is true. It would be very hard to win everything you put your mind to. Then again, you're not me.
Maybe we should go check out
Yeah,
that
should we go in now?
strangely crowded tavern.
The rest of you
Just
kind of
about, like, as
Zephyr
you
is
guys are
gone.
walking in, Zephyr is just about to, like, reach into his pocket and yell double or nothing. So I
Whoa,
don't
whoa,
know
whoa,
if you guys
whoa.
can see him reaching down for his bag.
Whoa, Zephyr!
and Octavia, your tressum does a little twirl by your feet.
Oh.
As a new group enters into the bar.
It would seem this would be the others. We were waiting, weren't we, Perseus? And she offers her hand for him to sit on her shoulders like a parrot.
Yeah, he does
I love
does 3 quick leaps up your arm, and then like crawls over to the other shoulder.
Ruffling his feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Zephyr, don't be spending money on useless games. You could get a lot of better things with that.
Useless.
Useless.
What
I
did
do
just walk
say, my
into?
dear Winnie, that I would
Why did I
expect
just walk
something a
into-
little bit more from
Wait.
you.
Oh,
Someone of your intelligence, perhaps.
Winnie, do you know her?
No. Who are you?
The question of the evening, I suppose. Well, my dear, I know all of you. And she kind of stands and her chair kind of scrapes back and she goes, Octavia Lagazur, at your service.
So how come you've heard of us and I've never heard of you, Miss Octavia?
Well, you know, the old man, he doesn't always explain everything that he wants to, but, he just kind of gave me your files, should we say? I mean, we are supposed to be working together, aren't we?
You see
Hold on.
Octavia's wrist kind of fly through, And she's got that same kind of silver band with a little blue gem that kind of glows faintly as the 5 identical objects on all of your wrists kind of do a light little flicker.
I have several questions.
And I have answers, but the question is, truly, will I answer them?
Wait, were you at orientation?
No. I don't have time for that.
Oh, okay.
Where were you when we were fighting tooth and nail in the sewers? Do you know how long
probably.
it took me to get that smell out of my hair?
That rib back in place.
I am very sorry
real
for
funny, don't
the, Oh, I find this hilarious, but I was probably with my people on the Silent Lake.
On the... She was on the lake? I haven't been on the lake. How?
Who are your people?
My people, as you should say, well, specifically, the Logezur tribe. The Lake Folk tribes.
Oh, okay.
So you've lived in the lake then?
My
So
whole
recently?
life.
So, like... Why is being in the lake more important than
No,
doing
just...
cool adventure stuff?
Oh, don't worry. There was just a Wasan Ro Ravaga, and, I kind of need to be there
What's
because
your-
I'm the chief's daughter, and... Okay. But, It's neither here nor there. It's just a little, as you would say in the common tongue, rite of passage. And because my uncle is the chief, I have to be there, and it's this whole mess, and yada yada, lots of strong, burly men fighting each other, and I just basically stood there and did absolutely nothing.
So cool.
You're still able to pass classes with that?
Yes,
We haven't seen you.
well, I know the professor personally. He's an old family friend, and, well, I call him Professor. He's really your headmaster. Our headmaster.
Oh, the old man.
The old man,
old
yes.
man.
So you're passing because he's a family
So-
friend?
Oh no, I definitely have the grades to pass too, but I have special treatment to go out to see my people whenever a new ceremony happens, or, you know, our tribes are very close, very, very close-knit.
Okay.
Well, we're all kind of living together. Would you like to join us? I mean, if you're part of our group.
I do believe I have a room assigned to me. I haven't quite moved my stuff in yet because I've been away, but I suppose...
Extra bed. So, like, since we're a party and everything, you know, does that mean, like, the money was...
Oh, that's gone.
Yeah, I figured. It's worth a shot.
Once you make a deal, love, you keep your promise.
Oh, no, yeah, of course. I just figured it was worth a shot, you know.
Indeed. So, here
Zephyr's
there's
gonna
a...
lean back and, like, whisper over to whoever's right behind him. I don't know how I feel about this one.
So I hear there's quite the shindig going down.
Quite the what?
Mm,
I didn't actually hear you.
Oh,
Quite the...
quite the
I was like, sorry.
shindig. Quite
Oh,
the
okay, thank
shindig
you.
going down.
Indeed.
Party. Gathering. Yes, that.
And are you implying that you're invited?
Well, I mean, you weren't really involved in the whole incident, so...
Oh, no, I'm not
Say it.
going to steal any of your thunder. I just wanted to come along, see what my team is like. You know how it is.
Meet the family.
Yeah, meet the family's belongings. Just a little, just some nice things.
What was that last part?
What last part? Perseus, did you hear anything?
No.
He like scritches his chin.
It would be the most secure place to get to know a new team member, and if they happen to be an assassin, we have 2 high-ranking Night Eyes to help us dispatch them.
Assassin? Oh, little old me. Absolutely not.
I've seen worse.
What's Perseus?
Perseus is my familiar love.
You see this, actually, why don't you describe what Perseus looks like, Octavia?
Yeah, so Perseus is a orange tomcat with a cream-colored belly and cream-colored stripes and spots that look a lot like the tattoos under Octavia's eyes. And he has a big fluffy tail. He looks, for reference to a humanoid creature, like a small Maine Coon. So he's actually quite big, but on his back is situated 2 rather large wings, full feathers, and they ruffle every once in a while.
I absolutely love him already.
Soft.
He's a tressum, if you don't know what that is, a winged cat.
Can't read the vibe she's getting, but she's so fucking cool.
I discern, and I already know the answer, but I'd like to formally discern if the Tressum has any weaknesses.
Okay.
Alright.
No. Okay, I'll just fire an arrow at it.
I just gotta...
Only one way to find out.
Unless it's hidden from divination magic.
So are you using your feature to, like, read
Yes.
it? Okay. You give it a quick glance, and you realize that it is immune to poison, and the condition poisoned.
Lily just stares at Perseus for probably a long time compared to everyone else.
Well, seeing that you are clearly a part of our party, I suppose wouldn't hurt for you to join us so we can get to know you a little bit more. But try not to steal anything.
Oh, love. I'll do my best.
Who has a passive perception over 17?
That's funny.
No, I have 16! Oh!
You guys have passive perception?
No! Just that close, man.
I have a passive investigation of 16.
Not quite. Lily, you were the only one
Bad.
to notice an alcohol bottle on the back shelf, kind of like it moves for a second. It seems to be picked up, and then it goes invisible.
Now, where is this, like, spatially?
So there's kind of the center table that Octavia and you all are kind of around. There's a bunch of people kind of milling about, and then there's the bar that has a bartender who is a like lizard folk individual, kind of cleaning some glasses, pouring some drinks, and then off to the side, close to kind of like the back door in the bar, you noticed the alcohol bottle shift as if something tiny had picked it up, and then it disappeared.
How high up is it?
It was just like on it was like bottom shelf kind of deal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think Lily's like staring at Perseus and then like notices this happened like just past. I think she kind of just... I think she steps away just a little bit and like starts like really paying attention to see if she like hears or sees anything.
Make a perception check.
Oh man, 24.
You definitely can tell that there's a small figure that's invisible, that's trying to make their way through the bar holding a heavy object. And Octavia, Perseus alerts you that there is a small child that is invisible trying to steal alcohol.
Oh,
You just kind of see her look at Perseus,
no.
and then kind of sit back, and
Oh.
she wanders over, listening to Perseus as he tells her what's going on, and she just kind of, I think I'll take this, and goes to pluck the alcohol.
From like his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Make a sleight of hand check.
That's a 19.
Okay. Lily, you kind of like come around from the other side as you see Octavia come up towards you. And there's some like slight shifting, sound of cloth rubbing against itself and kind of shifting back and forth as Octavia reaches forward and quickly snatches a bottle that becomes visible.
Do you want to explain what you're doing, love?
I mean, everyone else seemed so busy talking and like
Mhm.
doing stuff. I figured that I could just grab this and it'd be fine. Mm-hmm.
Is this a familiar voice?
Oh yes, this is Axel.
I'm just
Yeah.
making sure.
She's just like, well, for your information, alcohol is for the adults, alright? And if you wanted it, you should have asked. In which case, I probably would have said no, but still.
Can
This
I?
is maybe for you, Axel.
Zephyr gets out of his seat. Axel, come on, man. We've talked about this. You can't go around stealing. And then he like leans in close as if he's scolding him, and very quietly goes, "Look, man, don't worry about it. We'll figure something out later. I'm old enough, you know. We'll cross that bridge back at the dorm, okay?
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. All right.
Uh,
Look, man, we gotta.
Oh yes.
You're too young to be
Mhm.
drinking. You know this.
Mhm.
We've had
My
this
mistake.
conversation. Yeah. We're gonna have to talk about this later, alright?
Octavia raises an eyebrow.
Understood.
Sorry about that. Look, he's a kid.
He's still
I'm
invisible,
sure
by the way.
I'm sure we've all been there when we were kids.
Good. I like to think
Yes.
Zephyr was facing the wrong way and he was scolding him. And over here like,
Yes.
I'm gonna
Perseus,
leave-
keep an eye on the child, will you? So let him down. And she's just gonna go pay for the bottle, but then also give a portion of about 30 gold to the bartender
Mm-hmm.
because he lets her stay there.
Yeah, you know, his name is Gruff.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure doing business with you, Octavia.
Thank you, Gruff. You are a dear.
Same time next week?
Oh, you know me. I'll be around.
Well, if you give me a little heads up, I can try to have a crowd here for you.
I'll send Perseus to you. That way you'll know.
Understood.
Have a good evening.
Kind of like tilts a snout towards you.
She returns to the others and she's like, well then, now that we've got the child and she like counts on her fingers, a few of us, shall we leave before any of the patrons get a little bit rowdy?
few of us.
You know, there's you, and she kind of just points and she's like, I know all your names, but kind of gets a little bit lost.
Yes, we still have to go by my place to get my clothes.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
Nothing. As you make your way through the streets, the Lunaris begins to kind of make her far descent as the night begins to approach. But you have just enough time to stop by the burnt shield.
Yay!
Ooh.
Woo!
You see what essentially looks like a younger version of Aldrich outside, beating away on an anvil, kind of loudly humming as he thrums his hammer.
Malachi, my boy, how are you doing?
Oh, Father, I'm doing well. How have your studies been?
You know your old man. Good in the books, not good in the books.
In the books.
Yes. He looks a little confused.
It's going fine. How's business?
Oh, business is doing well. Got my hand on a shipment of fine steel.
Awesome.
So I've been making a couple of new pieces. The mithril ware is coming along swiftly.
Amazing.
Yes. Not too much to report. It's only been a week.
Of course.
But-
All right.
Winnie awkwardly clears her throat to get him to.
When they look over, Octavia's like,
You see Malachite, right?
Yeah. Malachi.
Malachi. Malachi kind of makes eye contact with Winnie, and then immediately. You must be my father's team.
Yep.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the Burnt Shield. Family owned and operated for the last 50 years. Can I help you with anything?
Well, I'm going to go upstairs to get some clothes, but if you all would like to introduce yourselves and maybe make a purchase,
Zephyr
I'll be back down
quickly
shortly.
walks up next to Winnie and goes, "Hey, Zephyr Windstrider, nice to meet you. Wouldn't happen to have any +1 weapons, as the old saying goes?"
Oh, please. Do we? What are you looking for?
Just what I'd expect from Al's kid.
Are you a hand crossbow kind of individual?
Longsword?
Oh, longsword.
Yeah. I don't look it, but
Yes.
I know how to work around a blade.
We have a couple +1 longswords.
if your card playing is anything to say by, I'd think that you might.
I'm sorry, but I don't remember asking the peanut gallery.
If I'm a peanut, then she kind of trails off.
You can workshop that one.
So, are you looking in purchasing a +1 sword?
What are they going for?
+1 weapons generally run around 300.
300? Yeah, I can do that.
Lovely. I'll bring you up.
Yeah,
we have a couple
Support
different
local
options.
businesses.
If there's a specific style you were looking for.
Tavi's gonna take a peek around the store. She's just looking.
I want to look around too.
Yeah, there's
Shiggles.
Same.
there's a plethora of well-crafted goods.
a small scattering of magical items. It's they're not typically enchanted. You see that there are gemstones worked into the metal that seem to give them magical properties instead of runes. It's more common for people that can get their hands on materials but don't know spellcraft to make weapons and stuff like this. But yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Can I? Could I help you with anything? My name is Malachi, by the way. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I'm Winnie. Nice to meet you. I go to class with your dad sometimes.
Yeah. Part of the same team and everything.
We took an etiquette class together.
Fancy.
Yeah. Did you make all these with your dad, or did you make some on your own, or?
I've made a couple of these pieces by myself. If you would mind coming over this way.
Sure.
Kind of like gestures you over to a little corner, and you see some fine, kind of more ornate silver pieces.
Ooh, pretty.
That they seem to need a little sharpening still, but they are silver coated.
Ooh. Wow, these are really pretty.
Oh, thank you. I take great pride in my work. Learn from the best, you know?
Yeah.
Are you a wielder of weapons?
Kinda. I mean, I have a warhammer, I guess.
Oh,
I don't get to use it much in combat, though.
Understand the struggle.
Nice,
I would like to misplace
nice
something.
What are you misplacing?
Yeah.
And see, this is funny because when you hear misplace, you think, "Oh, it's going in her pocket." No, she wants to misplace something. A hammer. It looks well used. She's gonna take it from where it is and put it someplace else.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Zephyr has definitely knocked something over on purpose.
Kind of clatters over, and Malachi's like, "Sorry. Are you okay?"
It's a 26.
I'm sorry, I just
Feel free.
I was admiring the craftsmanship, and it kind of slipped out of my hands with these gloves.
Oh, it's okay. It happens to the best of us.
sorry.
Let me.
Doesn't look like I damaged it though, so.
Oh, I'm. If you if you did, I can buff it out.
Yeah, no, this is some good craftsmanship.
Oh well, thank you.
Do you have any lockpicks, love?
He kind of like looks up to where like Al disappeared into, and yeah, we have a couple.
I could take those off your hand. Wouldn't want anybody to find out.
Oh yes. Were you looking on purchasing?
Yes, love.
Oh, lovely. So the whole set will cost you about 25.
Works just fine for me.
Lovely.
She will just straight up hand him the gold.
Mm-hmm. Add a set of thieves' tools to your.
Thank you.
I didn't know you guys made lockpicks.
Well, we have to do something with the extra scraps of metal here and there. It's not usually a day market thing, but
If you know the right people, you can find just about anything here. And by here, I mean the circle.
the
sense.
night market is quite an interesting place.
Februm's gonna walk up to him, and he's been like, "Hey, I'm Februm. I'm with your Dad's team as well, and
Lovely.
his hands are gonna be in his pockets,
Are those
and his tentacles gonna like reach out for a handshake.
Yay!
Um,
Is there really a handshake
a
at that
pleasure?
point?
Kinda, like, there's like a little squish. He's like,
Yeah.
Well, it's your hand's a little wet as it pulls away.
it just like,
Got the ring on his hand from the suction
Yeah.
cup.
wow. I don't think I've seen anyone like you in quite a while. Are you looking for any custom pieces?
Yes. Do you have any serpent armor?
I'm
Serpent
not.
scale armor?
I don't know if we have any on us at the current moment. We mainly work in metals, not the.
Ah, not in scales. Okay.
Not quite.
How much did you say those +1 weapons were?
300, I believe?
300.
Pretty standard pricing.
I will take one of those. A scythe, if you will.
Oh,
If you can.
I don't believe we have one on us, but I could modify something if you give me 20 minutes.
I can wait. I'll look around
Okay.
a bit more.
Anyone else?
Do you mind if I watch you work? Oh, go for it, Lily. Go. My bad.
If you're in the market for modifications or customizing, would you be able to add an enchantment to something mundane?
Something mundane? It depends. Some constructs and metals don't really adjust well to the type of enchanting that we do here at the Burnt Shield, but
Pulls out just a thimble.
Do you mind if I
Sure. Just a thimble.
He kind of like holds it and so what was your intention with this?
Well, I've heard there are shields that can make you more alert.
Oh, yes. Shields of Alertness. We do have one of those in store.
I don't use a shield. I use that.
Oh. Kind of like. Okay. This might be something that my dad has to do.
It's okay.
It's a little beyond my expertise, but I'm sure if you purchase the Shield of Alertness, my father should be able to transfer the enchantment.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, how much is it? I'm running a bit low on.
Shield of Alertness.
Sentinel shield.
Sentinel Shield. Excuse me. Sentinel shields generally are going to cost you around 400.
Quite have that, but I'm sure.
I'll help you pay, Lily.
You don't need to worry about that. I can't cover it myself, and I haven't quite earned it yet.
Well, okay, but if you change your mind, I've still got a lot of spare change.
Right. Well, thank you, but I'll remember.
Okay.
What is Axel doing? Because I'm Octavia told Perseus to keep an eye on him.
He's probably running around touching everything.
You just
Got his little
see,
grubby mitts on everything.
you see like just Perseus just falling around in like a circle, as Axel is still invisible.
Good lad, good lad.
But he's just like Perseus is just walking in a circle around the shop. Occasionally will like fly up onto a ledge, and there's like a little like paw.
Like batting him off. Yeah. She just like looks over and she's like, "Oh, good," and continues to admire things.
My goal. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say the hammer was put like from its place up on some high shelf. So just so you know, it's just misplaced.
Good.
My goal is to take a little too long, so that if they want to make any purchases, they have the time.
Yep,
And,
shopping is being done.
Yeah.
My business.
But after a little bit, I'll come down. And he has on a black dress shirt with a black blazer over top of it, and a gold necklace with a little piece on it that seems like it interlocks with something. And then my gold pants, as per usual.
Classic.
Oh yeah, classic.
Hey, Al. Clean up nice.
You're looking good, Al.
It's what I have.
It's nice.
Thank you.
Might not be much, but it serves its purpose quite nicely.
How is everything looking?
You have a fine establishment here, sir.
Thank you.
Al kind of
Mal,
does nice work too.
yes, he does. He's very skilled. Very skilled at his craft. Mal, do you need any help?
You kind of catch him staring at Winnie, and he's like, nope, all good. We're all set.
Well, actually, he said that he might not be able to enchant my thimble, and I didn't know if you would know how to do that.
I had specified that transferring an enchantment is not something I could necessarily do to a thimble, but you might be able to.
Could I take a look at it?
Yeah. It is a tiny little thimble, made of an interesting alloy. It's a lot sturdier than you expect it to be. Like, even putting a good amount of like pressure on it, it doesn't bend. And it's got a good heft to it for being such a small object.
Do you just wear this on your finger?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What?
Yeah. If we put the gem on the outside, we could fix it that way.
Okay.
I'll have to do a little tinkering with the gem itself, but it shouldn't be too difficult.
While this is happening, Octavia's going to step out shortly. Is the entrance made out of wood or like something that can be carved into?
Ow.
The door is a tower shield.
Ooh.
Oh.
And can I use one of my thieves' tools to like scratch something into the door?
What are you scratching?
A thieves' cant symbol that means like fair trade.
Gotcha. Yeah. Which actually, you go over there and the place has already been marked.
Ah, nice. She just kind of reinforces it.
Mm-hmm.
and like just hangs out in the door then.
I can help you finish up that. What was it again?
The Sentinel Shield? Transfer? Thimble?
Oh, do you think? Do I have time to finish that?
It's probably gonna take you like a week.
Okay. Then.
I also don't have to.
Al, Al,
Yeah.
do you think you could give Lily a discount? As you know, we're all like, and we did already buy a lot of stuff.
He's a businessman at heart.
He's a stone cold dealer.
Could you give a discount?
We can do 300.
Do you have that, Lily?
Oh. Well, I wouldn't feel right buying it for less than you were asking. I mean, you're a good friend and all, and I wouldn't want to deprive you of any business.
Well, you did save us, and I'm sure it will happen again in the future. So consider it a thank you in advance.
I appreciate it, and I look forward to helping you again.
Is Malachi working on anything that I can help him finish up so that we can get going, or?
I'm good, Dad. It's all good.
All right. Anybody else need anything before we head off?
Would he have had the time in that whole this
yeah.
time frame to do the scythe? Okay.
Yeah, he transfers
was-
a blade over and affixes a kind of. It almost has like a swampish color to it.
Ooh.
But it's a +1 scythe.
All right. That was 350.
Cool.
Yep.
Lucky.
That looks awesome.
All right. Well, let's get going. We probably
Gotta head back to the dorm room so we can get everyone changed.
Yeah, probably.
It's nice to meet you, Malachi.
Oh, it's it's nice to meet you too, Winnie.
Can I roll perception on Malachi?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Just trying to see. Zephyr noticed he kept like getting drawn over to Winnie, and he just wants to get a feel for like what Malachi's vibe is.
So that's gonna be insight.
Insight
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Insight's a vibe check.
16.
I mean, it's not hard to tell this boy is crushing.
Aww. Soft.
Zephyr walks up for a handshake. Nice to meet you, Mal.
Oh, nice to meet. What was your name again?
Who are you?
Zephyr.
Oh.
Zephyr Windstrider.
Nice to meet you, Zephyr. He returns the
Gonna-
shake.
How good is his handshake?
Good.
It's this handshake. Good
You're like,
firm
"Damn it."
handshake.
I
That
would.
was so definitive. Like, how good is this handshake? Oh, it's
Good.
fucking good.
It's great.
Amazing.
How
All
good is
in.
my handshake?
Lose your hand.
He just
In
like
comparison.
touches you and your hand just shatters.
Disintegrates.
We're talking like
Thanos snapped.
a 16, 17 strength.
Oh.
Ooh.
Do I
Strong
roll
himbo
I rolled
energy.
4.
Strong himbo.
Himbo.
No, that's a 10.
Strong.
Zephyr, like, under his breath. Shit.
Yeah, his you now that you get closer, you see that his shirt's like a little tight fitted.
Strong himbo.
Mhm.
Himbo energy.
My
Himbo.
boy.
My boy, that's my son.
Can I roll a d10 just for no particular reason?
Absolutely.
Yeah, alright, let's go. 8.
8? Okay.
I can respect that number. That doesn't mean anything.
Oh no.
Well, loves, I don't know
don't
about you, but we
objectify my
shouldn't be we should not be late.
Can I get some Malachite?
Yeah, we definitely need to get going.
I get some Malak.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Back
Yeah.
to the
We should.
to our
Especially
dorm
for
room.
Yep,
Get
and
going.
I'm
she's
hungry.
gonna like put her hands on Zephyr and just
So funny.
kind of steer him out.
Yeah. No, I'm going. I'm going.
Well, you were talking and not moving. Let's
I'm a
move
grown-ass
while we
man. You don't
talk.
need to steer me out.
It's like you could have been me. And just kind of
Fine.
pushes him.
I'm gonna give Malachi a hug and be like, I can bring them around more often if you'd like.
Oh, I mean, if they're still interested in purchasing stuff, I can start working on some higher enchantment stuff. I kind of usually stay away from it because it's not something that most people can afford, but
Maybe start looking into it.
okay.
I was more so implying that I could bring Winnie over.
He just blushes. Crazily like entire face drops red and he's like,
I just put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "It's okay.
oh,
It's how I met your mother." So
Yeah, that.
you know where to find me. And I
yep.
start walking out.
He does the look and it's like, oh god.
Yeah, you're
Perseus, do you
embarrassing
have
me.
the boy?
Yeah, was Axel still invisible?
Yeah.
Axel, you saw that Axel frustratingly became visible and is having like a square off with Perseus.
Good.
It's just like he's like squared up and the cat's like ready to pounce.
Octavia walks by and she ruffles the kid's head and picks up Perseus and just keeps going.
Wait, I wasn't done with that one.
And Perseus, as she starts walking away, Perseus like circles her shoulders again, but turns around and sticks its tongue out at it.
Zephyr pats Axel on the back. It's okay. I'm not either.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to get dinner? I'm hungry.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
gotta
we
get
gotta
ready
go
first.
change.
Heading over there now, yeah.
Cool.
Zephyr's gonna jog and catch up to Winnie. So, you get anything good in the shop? You kind of disappeared for a little bit.
Oh, in the in Owl shop?
Yeah, and I kind of zoned out when I started playing poker, but
Oh right, yeah. You gotta. I mean, it
Got a
doesn't
couple
hurt to
good
gamble
games
every
in,
once in a while, but
yeah,
maybe not 30 gold
got a
off
couple
of
good
that.
games in, just for fun,
I
So
mean,
they
I found.
kinda-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go on.
I mean, I found a dress, and I found for tonight, and then I found a bag of holding, so that'll be useful.
Ooh. So as they kind of walk along, I think that they're like discussing what they got. Like Zephyr's still confused about his cloak. He really doesn't know what makes it so magical, but he thinks it's kind of cool.
What, your
I don't think I do.
+1 cloak of protection?
Yeah. Still think I was a little overcharged by him, but
Yeah, he seemed like a bit of a, you know,
yeah, a little shady. We're not.
yeah.
I'm not going back.
Which
there.
shopkeep are you talking about?
Oh, the one at the barrel place.
Octavia would probably know his name, don't you think? Does he have a name?
Buckle.
There's Buckles. It's Buckle from Buckles
That's right.
Bones.
Okay. Oh, Buckles, that old rascal. Always charging people a little much. He likes to get that little inch off of you. Next time, just let me do the talking.
Well, hey, I haggled him down.
Yes, but probably if it was, 100, it probably only became 60.
Well, I got him to take over 50% off something, so yeah.
Speaking of, does he sell any weird, shady stuff? Lily didn't really like the vibe of that place.
Well, let's just say that certain things, if you want to find them, you can find them.
Does she still have the doll?
What have you done with the doll, Lily?
Throw it away. Presumably.
You
Threw it
just
away.
tossed it?
Presumably.
No, it's put away somewhere, presumably.
Oh, it's put away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. That's not reassuring at all.
Why was
Y'all don't know what she did with it.
Yeah, I mean,
was there something
Summer.
in particular that made you uneasy?
Me?
You just seem to have, if you had a bad vibe about the place, of course.
No. I was
Well.
really quite fond of the gentleman.
Well, that old man can sometimes get himself into trouble when he picks up things that he doesn't know what they are, or the damage that they can do. So, just be wary. Never hurt to keep an eye out. Or in my case, 4. And Perseus makes a noise.
Little purr.
So, back to the dorms, or are we going straight to the party?
to the dorms to change. Wait, hold on. Are you staying with us then? At the
Yes.
dorms? No?
I believe I had some of my tribesmen bring some stuff there. So, it should be all situated.
Place is like full.
Walk in, there's so many
It's like
boxes.
6 huge suitcases.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Few
more
things.
like 2, but they're probably stuffed under the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some like odds and ends and like trinkets and stuff.
Mhm.
A little orc doll.
Well, you all get settled, you all get changed, you all get ready. But I do have a question. Once you get back to the room, Lily, do you do anything with the doll?
Wants to. Actually, hold on. Make a check. I don't know if you look at the. I think she just. No, I know what she does. She takes like her cloak, that she normally has for adventuring, and she kind of drapes it over her dress. But for now, she's just got the doll in her hand. So that when she gets there, she can like tuck it under the cloak so that she doesn't have to be like awkwardly carrying it around the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
She's just clenching it in her white-knuckled fist.
Damn.
You kind of your white
Precious.
knuckle holding this like doll, and just as like the rest of the party begins to leave, you're kind of the last one in the room, following behind them. and there's just a little voice that comes out and says, Lily, I found you. And that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Don't say it. Oh,
Yeah.
Spicy. Spicy.
scared.
Yeah?
Just 5 more minutes, Dad, please.
Nope.
5 more minutes.
Wanted to try to get to the
Just a
dinner
little
tonight,
bit more.
but not
We
gonna
spent
make
so
it
much
there.
time shopping.
took
That
too
happens
dang
in
long
every
Time
shopping.
campaign.
doing around. Shopping always takes a whole fucking episode.
We'll have to
Yeah.
we'll have to
Just
streamline
happens.
the shopping next time.
Mm-hmm.
We will.
Well,
Yeah,
this is exciting.
I think now that we know where places are, and you can also add places and stuff, there is enough space in the Artisan's Court to have any shop that you can imagine. Next time, you can just pretty much tell me what you're looking for, and we'll go just give you
Speed run it.
prices. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Um,
Sounds good.
but yeah. Welcome, Octavia, to the party.
Thank you.
As things begin to heat up more.
Going to be interesting.
Ooh,
It's gonna be
definitely heating up.
very fun.
Oh, my word.
We will start next week. I think that's our 1-year anniversary?
It is
Question
the
mark?
Dungeons and Death Saves 1-year anniversary. So be there. We may or may not have a party. I don't know. I mean, we always have a party, but like,
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
get
married.
a party because we go on an event. Okay.
It'll be a full ball. Mad scientist style.
Oh no.
What good timing.
Yeah,
A dinner party.
I gotta
mayhap?
pick a different dress.
Plenty of
Alright,
time
well-
to find your inspiration this week for your outfit. But other than that, follow us on our Twitter. We're going to try to be posting a little more art and stuff now that we have Julia back with us.
No session sketch tonight, but just know that they will be coming out after each session from here on forward. So,
Ooh.
Big round of applause.
oh no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. No,
Also-
stop. No, do go on.
Oh, yes.
I did. Thank
Oh,
you.
oh.
Thank you.
Also, on top of that, we do have, is it episodes 1 through 5 are live on YouTube?
Yes, 5 I believe just went live, and 6 is going live on Monday.
Beautiful, beautiful. Over there, if you want to catch up with us and be all caught up with the Oodvin campaign, go watch our VODs there. They're like 2.5 hours each. Be great. Good old time.
Oh yeah, and we try to upload every Monday for that. When on Monday is gonna be whenever my computer can render it all, but
Beautiful.
it's coming out Mondays.
Love to hear it.
Well, just like usual, remember to drink water
Ah, she's
because
back.
you need it.
We have been saying it while you were
Oh,
gone.
good.
Mhm.
Drink water. You need
Or
it.
don't.
It sustains you. No, you
No,
should.
drink water.
No, you definitely
Drink water.
And
Well,
It'll kill you.
have a good night, y'all.
good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.